Hello students, I am Dr. Girish Raisinghani, Associate Professor, Department of Botany, SPC Government College अजमेर। आज हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ग्रीन ईयर डिजीज़ और डाउनी मिल्ड्यू ऑफ बाजरा। जो बाजरा की कॉमन डिजीज़ है, कॉमनली हम इसको ग्रीन ईयर डिजीज़ के नाम से जानते हैं और ये प्लांट पैथोलॉजी स्पेशल पेपर में पेपर 12 में इंक्लूडेड है। और ये जो टॉपिक हमने लिया है दैट इज़ फ्रॉम द बुक प्लांट डिजीज़ बाय R.S. सिंह। तो द ग्रीन ईयर जो है इट इज़ अ कॉमन डिजीज़ ऑफ बाजरा, जिसको हम पर्ल मिलेट या पेनिसिटियम टाइफॉइडिस कहते हैं, एंड अकर्स इन सेवरल कंट्रीज़ इंक्लूडिंग इंडिया, ईरान, इज़राइल, चाइना, फिजी, USA and many European and African countries. It has so far not been reported from South America and Australia. In India, disease was reported and studied by Butler. इंडिया में बटलर ने इसको डिस्कवर किया था, रिपोर्ट किया था, एंड कुलकर्नी इन 1913. दे कंसिडर्ड इट टू बी द स्पोरेडिक नेचर, नॉट कॉजिंग मच डैमेज एक्सेप्ट इन लो लाइंग फील्ड्स वेयर द लॉस कुड बी सिग्निफिकेंट. इन्होंने ये बताया था कि बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज ये कॉज नहीं करता है. देन लॉस जो होता है जो वेरी करता है दैट इज़ अबाउट 6 to 60% इन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़. हम सिम्टम्स की अगर बात करें तो रोग लक्षण की, द सिम्टम्स ऑफ द डिजीज़ कैन बी स्टडीड इन 2 stages. 2 stages में हम इसके सिम्टम्स को पढ़ सकते हैं. द डाउनी मिल्ड्यू स्टेज विच इज़ प्रीडोमिनेंट ऑन द लीव्स एंड द ग्रीन ईयर स्टेज अफेक्टिंग द ईयर्स. द स्ट्रेन ऑफ द पैरासाइट अकरिंग इन इंडिया produces more of oospores and less of sporangiophoros. Consequently, the downy mildew stage on the leaves is not so conspicuous or the green ear stage on the inflorescence. The affected plants remain stunted and pale yellow in color, giving a sick appearance. This can be observed even when the plants are quite young. However, this symptom may be due to other reasons too, and cannot be taken as the true indicator of the disease. Sooner or later, the leaves start showing chlorosis in streaks on the upper surface. Just below these streaks on the lower surface, a fine downy growth of the fungus may be seen. Soon, the chlorotic areas turn brown and in advanced stages, shedding of the leaves along the veins occur. Very often, the nodal buds are stimulated to develop into lateral shoots, an abnormality for the plant which is unbranched. This gives a bunchy appearance to the stalk. The principal symptoms are produced in the inflorescence. Abnormalities occur in the ear at the heading stage, and it is then that the disease is most readily recognized. These deformities of the ear are characterized by the transformation of floral organs into twisted leafy structures. This gives ear an appearance of green leafy mass, hence the name green ear. Now, 3 types of transformed ears can be found. The cob length is normal, but the entire ear is converted into a leafy mass. The cob length is normal, but the lower part is transformed into a leafy mass, while the upper portion bears grains. The development of the cob is altogether suppressed, and in its place, a bunch of small leafy structures is formed. The bristles of the spikelets become hypertrophied and variously contoured. They may be 1 inch long and 1/16 of an inch thick, and may be flattened, round, or angular. The upper part being often twisted or corkscrew-like. Instead of a single spikelet, 2 may be formed on the same pedicel. An increase in the number of florets in a spike is not uncommon. The stamens become leafy or may be suppressed to a rudimentary peg-like stump. If converted into a leaf-like structure, the filaments may be elongated to a length of over half an inch, or may be atrophied to such an extent that the that the anther looks sessile. It may remain capillary or become flattened and plumose, particularly at the base. The anther may remain unaltered on the modified filament or may be suppressed, elongated, plumose, sometimes contoured. The whole stamen may be changed into a leafy structure, colorless or brownish, often indicating a division into a sheath-like and blade-like portion. When thus flattened, middle is often marked by a distinct vein. Sometimes the stamens appear as brown, leathery pointed bodies with no differentiation into filament and anther. And almost circular in transverse section. The central portion of the floret is usually elongated into a leafy shoot, consisting of reduced foliage leaves which are much twisted and malformed. The proliferation occurs chiefly in the upper perfect floret of the spikelet, but is accompanied usually by a similar, though less marked, change of the lower male or sterile florets. In this figure you can see the green ear disease of bajra. See, पूरा जो है डिफॉर्मेशन हो गया है इसमें. Now these leafy structures may be up to 3 inches in length. Usually a well marked division into sheath and blade occurs, the sheath being more developed than the blade, which is imperfectly formed and the much enrolled. The color may be green or brown. Longitudinal shredding of these leaf-like structures is also common. The pistil rarely develops in severely attacked plants and is usually replaced by small leafy shoots or horn-like outgrowths. Besides the ears, as already mentioned, the leaves of affected plants show considerable changes. In young plants or in the early stages, many leaves may be seen with the usual fresh green color changed wholly or in part of whitish or later brown. The whitening of young leaves is visible usually along the streaks, often occupying half or more of the surface, extending almost the whole length of the leaf plate. In older plants, the leaves thus affected are chiefly those from the axil the inflorescence comes out. These are more completely whitened than the leaves of younger plants. The color rapidly changes to brown and twisting, folding and shredding towards the tip may occur. In older plants, when the green ears are fully formed, the upper leaves are mostly brown and many of them similarly split. The cob growth, if checked, is replaced by a large number of leaf buds developed into a small mass of white or brown twisted leaves enclosed within the contoured outer leaf sheath. The side branches produced on the affected plants bear leafy masses instead of normal ears. अब हम लेते हैं causal organism. Sclerospora graminocola is the fungus which is an obligate parasite. It is the causal organism. The mycelium is found in all parts of systemically affected plants. The hyphae are intercellular with small bulbous haustoria. Haustoria होते हैं माइसीलियम में, इंटरसेल्यूलर होता है और ये सिस्टमिक होता है पूरा माइसीलियम. और ये जो हॉस्टोरिया होते हैं दे आर लार्ज, नॉन सेप्टेट एंड अप टू 10 माइक्रॉन्स इन डायमीटर. और जो हाइफा होते हैं आर फाउंड इन द ग्राउंड टिश्यू ऑफ द स्टेम and the mesophyll of the leaves. Branches may penetrate the bundles in the leaf. However, the xylem and phloem are not penetrated. और हाइफे के बीच में, सेल्स के बीच में हाइफे जो है वो फ्रीली ब्रांच करते हैं. दे हैव थिक रादर जिलेटिनस सेल वॉल एंड क्लियर प्रोटोप्लाज्म. और इन द स्टेम जो है हॉस्टोरिया जो आर फुली फॉर्म्ड एंड आर यूजुअली बटन शेप्ड. देयर फुल डेवलपमेंट अकर्स in the leaf tissues where they are numerous and simple or the branched, finger shaped, sometimes convoluted, and occupy a major portion of the cell cavity. अब हम इसके लेते हैं कंट्रोल मेजर्स, और इससे पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि जो स्क्लेरोस्पोरा ग्रामिनिकोला है वो इट अटैक्स मेज एंड शुगर केन ऑल्सो इन एडिशन टू बाजरा. इट हैज़ अ नंबर ऑफ होस्ट इन अदर ट्राइब्स ऑफ ग्रामिनी फैमिली के कई सारे होस्ट हैं इसके, और फिजियोलॉजिकल रेसेस ऑफ द फंगस ऑल्सो एग्जिस्ट. कंट्रोल मेजर्स. The disease can be kept under check through an integration of several control measures. Scientists are still looking for the stable source of resistance. Many good sources of resistance have been subsequently found to be susceptible. HV5, PHB10 and PHB14 are on the current list of resistant varieties. Part of the infection which is carried with the seed can be controlled by seed treatment with thiram or organomercurials singly or in combination. In all India coordinated millet improvement program experiments, seeds treatment with 0.1% agrocin GN, which is having 1% Hg and 0.1% ethyl mercury chloride and 0.9% phenyl mercury acetate plus 0.4% thiram were found to give about 50% control of the disease. Rogging disease plants within a month of planting following by spraying of diethane M45 is an additional measure of the control of disease. And the last is, that is very important, that is crop rotation. Crop rotation, it is also very important. So this was all about the green ear disease or downy mildew of bajra. In the next lecture we will take the other disease.